Peanut, macadamia, avocado,
coconut.
I know. They're all words that I haven't ever said together before. They're all oil options and they can seem endless and their individual use can be confusing. But is the classic olive actually the star of the shelf?
I'm so glad you've asked, Mon. The woman with the insight on oil joins us now. Sunrise nutritionist Susie Burrell. Susie, good morning.
Good morning.
Let's start with coconut oil. A lot of people use this. Is it all it's cracked up to be?
No, it really is marketing hype. When we take a really close look at the health benefits of the oils we're consuming, there are no specific health benefits associated with coconut oil. It's heavily saturated. The antioxidant content is very, very low, and I wouldn't use it for anything if I'm honest with you.
Really?
Now, some people will use it for a
it.
little bit of flavour, but I wouldn't use it because there are no health benefits. It does smell good, but it's a heavily saturated fat, and yeah, I don't think there's a place for it really in the diet. Even though it's promoted on a lot of popular diets. So we take a closer look at the data, there really is no positive health benefits associated with coconut oil.
I've been using it thinking that it was this great option. Okay, what about these other ones that we've got? We've got peanut, macadamia, rice bran and sesame oil.
So these are specific types of oil. Now, what I would say is that if you were using them for flavour purposes in some Asian cooking, absolutely occasionally. But again, when it comes to the actual specific health benefits, they're not adding any of the powerful good fats that we get from the omega-3s or the fish, for example. When they're cooked at high temperatures, they don't add any of the good fats into the diet. A lot of them are better used at room temperature, something like a macadamia oil or an avocado oil. You could use it as a dressing, but in general, they're not the best day-to-day use of oils, so I wouldn't be stocking them in the pantry. The other key thing to remember is if it says vegetable oil, it is a blended oil. So that means they will use palm oil, which is heavily saturated, and of course we know there's some environmental concerns about that. So always check your label. If you are wanting to buy a slightly cheaper oil or one like a macadamia, check the ingredient list and make sure it doesn't list palm oil or vegetable oil, because that is the blended oil that adds the fats that aren't so good for our arteries into the diet.
Okay, you've got 1 minute left. Talk us through the last two podiums.
So again, with the sunflower oils, the canola oils, I'd probably steer clear from them, perhaps occasionally on a barbecue, but you don't have to worry about cooking at high temperatures, because the truth is the only oil we really need is extra virgin olive oil. Extra virgin olive oil from Australia is very good quality, so you can cook at reasonably high temperatures with it. You would have to cook at industrial temperatures for it to be an issue. So choose a good Australian-based olive oil. It's shown to have the highest antioxidant content, and you can use it for everything, whether you use it for frying, butter or margarine.
Settle the debate, will you? Butter or margarine? It's a fierce debate.
Margarine is heavily processed. We don't need a lot of added fat in our diet in general, but if you were adding a little bit to your toast in the morning, your crumpets, absolutely a small amount of natural butter is the way to go.
What about one of those alternatives like a Nuttlex or something like that?
It's still a processed vegetable oil, so I would still go really light on it, but if I was choosing technically, I'd still say the butter is slightly better nutritionally.
Right. Okay. Good
There you
stuff.
go.
Thank you. Solved it.
You solved the
There
mystery.
you go.
Thank you, Susie.
Thank you.
Thanks, Susie.